like in the 50s?
51.
51 according to Jeff.
Yeah, 26. Yeah, about 51 degrees.
Yeah. So that's not too bad for January 7th.
We're now just passing the Harley-Davidson dealership
Yep.
here in Catania. Harley-Davidson of Catania. Of course, this is the province of Catania.
And there's the ocean down there, which is nice. I really like to be near the sea. So we've been doing a little investigation on if Jeff, we have some really good news that Jeff's citizenship papers were now transferred to Catania. So as soon as they call us, we'll be able to present them. And that should be the end or the beginning of him getting his dual citizenship. He got his dual citizenship through being married to an Italian citizen, which would be me. And I did it through the bloodline of my grandfather from Messina. So those are the two ways that you can do it that we did. And it was a process. Mine was a much easier process. Jeff's been a little bit more difficult because we've had to deal with the Miami, Florida office and the consulate. And half the time we were in Sicily and half the time we were there. And so it was not an easy process because of those reasons. But finally they transferred it, so we're hoping that we can just finish the last part. So in the meantime, we've been wondering if we should be looking for a place to live here, either part-time or full-time. We don't know. It's hard to make a decision these days because it's just so uncertain times. So it's not like before when you felt like you could make easy decisions. The Sicilian driver.
Well, as they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Sicily, do it as the Sicilians do.
Yeah.
Drive like you own the road.
Can't believe all the traffic.
Everybody's out. As you can see, this is quite congested for this time of day. But we have today and tomorrow that are yellow, so everybody's going to be out before they lock it back down again. So we are going to try to refrain from doing any shopping. We might make one stop at the grocery store on the way back.
Maybe to buy wine at
Maybe.
the wine. Yeah.
But we have some wine at the house, so
Okay.
we're not in danger of running out of wine.
We can't let that happen.
No, absolutely not.
So today for my cooking, I am going to make a porchetta. So I think I will videotape that for you. First, I have to make this bread to, it's a really easy sandwich bread, keto sandwich bread, that is just flat. It's almost like a focaccia style. So I take that and I spread it out on a long pan and then just cut it into cubes. And I don't know if I have any figs left. If not,
Yes, you do.
I do have some figs left?
I think so.
Okay. If I have figs left, I'll probably mix it with figs and garlic and some fresh herbs, parsley and some dried herbs, and I think I have fennel seed, which I like to put into my porchetta. So I will make that as the filling. And because I didn't get a porchetta style that's already cut, I will have to cut a roast pork style into being able to roll it out. So I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll fill it and then tie it up and let it cook. And we'll probably have it with garlic cauliflower mash, which is really nice. But I'm really, really impressed with this keto cake that we did. And I'll leave the link for that with a few of my adjustments to that. Okay, so to make the porchetta, just taking a regular pork roast and cutting away the packaging. Okay, so I'm gonna take the roast, and basically I want to just be able to open it up. So I'm just going to cut down and then in, and then just keep cutting down and butterflying the roast and just unrolling it, cutting in, unrolling it, and just keep at an angle so it's like facing down on you. All right. So what I had to do was make this keto bread because I wanted to make like a stuffing for it. So I'm just going to cut this into strips, cubes. So I made my dressing with onions, celery, and fried in butter and fried it all up, tossed in the bread cubes, and added my herbs. Now I'm going to pull my meat back and put it all in the middle. I'm gonna just add some salt and then roll it. So now we have it stuffed, and because I only have this little bit of fat here, I am going to wrap it in bacon, keep the moisture in. See if we can find a better spot. This looks like a good spot. Because the fat will keep the moisture in and add flavor. So I'm just trying to cover this with fat. And then we have to tie it up and it'll be good to go. Okay, so that looks good. Now, I know there's a fancy way of tying this, so you only have to tie it over and over again, but for me, I just keep it easy. I do the ends here, and a lot of times the only thing I do is I do an extra couple twists, and then what it does is it stays tight, so that when you let it go, it's like someone has their finger on it for you, and then you can just tie another knot. And then I go down on this end, do it again, wrap it around a few times, and pull tight. Go in the middle. And I like to tie it up pretty good so that as it cooks, it stays. Intact, because the way when you cut it like this, it does tend to fall apart a little bit. All right, so basically that is your porchetta. And I'm gonna put this in the oven at a high heat for 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it down to, I guess, maybe like 350, 325, but I'll start it off at a very hot oven, like 450, 425, just to seal in. It crisps up the edges and it seals everything tight, and then you'll be good to go. So, buon appetito. Hope you enjoyed it. So one of the things that we do to keep ourselves mentally stable is to concentrate on positive things, keep ourselves thinking upbuilding thoughts and concentrating on our hope for the future. But also we've been busy with handwork, sewing, Jeff singing and practice, and painting, and a lot of creative things. We're both creative type people, so we find that that is soothing to us. It keeps our mind focused on what we're working on rather than on what's happening in the world.
So cooking must be creative, right?
Yeah, cooking is creative.
Is eating creative?
Well,
you do the cooking part, I do the eating part, so I think we're in pretty good shape as far as Bye.